It's like that is like the song that really I think is like the song of the summer. What a just
Oh
a
man, thank you so
song.
much.
Almost like a perfectly constructed, alternative rock pop kind of tune. That's you're doing, right? Because you're now all of a sudden big buzz about you as a songwriter.
It's crazy.
Does it feel good?
Yeah, it's really strange.
Is it?
Yeah. Especially if you get to know me as a real, the guy, Jim, he's like, man, how did this doofus probably pull this off?
It's great too.
No.
I remember when we first started playing the tune, I put on VH1, and I'm like, oh wow, it's Carolina Liar. How great. Then I put on VH1 Now. You guys are on all the time.
That's so crazy.
Now, are you...
We don't even get to know about
That's
that.
what I wanted to ask you, because
No.
you're on the road and you're doing all these shows and stuff. Are you missing that? And that's the unfortunate part, because this is all happening, and you guys are
Yeah.
like, we are? Really? Because you're so busy.
People
and
show up to our shows. Oh my god.
You're missing the moment a little bit, but that's got to feel really good, especially at a time where, music videos. I mean, look, VH1 is now they're doing Rock of Love all the time.
Yeah.
Flavor of Love 14. So to be
still
one
hasn't
of those
found love.
videos, how does that happen for you guys?
I don't know, actually. I mean, MTV really gave us a really good break.
Yeah.
I went down one day just to play some songs because the guys were in Sweden, and I went in to just play the stuff acoustically, kind of like this, but by myself. And they said, yeah, we're going to license the album from you guys. And there's another one of those stories where yeah, you're going to license a whole album. They'd never done that before. And we were out, Max and I, the drummer, and I were out in Seattle, and somebody sent us a clip, and that's the first time we saw one of the songs being used on the Hills.
Wow.
And then from that point on, it just kept going from
Sure.
MTVU to then VH1 and everything else, and it just...
And you're like an actor in the video too.
Yeah, it's...
You're looking through things.
It's
They got a close up of
you
your
got-
face. Pretty
yeah,
intense.
we were getting yelled at, and I remember we were doing the thing. It's
great.
the director was yelling at me. He's like, when you sing, your face is kind of little effed up. And I was like, yeah, I've heard that before. It's
A little contorted.
it's just kind of what happens, man. I've gotten yelled at about having a bad face when I sing.
Carolina Liar tonight. The next installment of our G-Rock. I saw them one concert at the St. in Asbury Park. Doors will open at 7:30. $5 for admission. Coming to Terms, just a great record. So before I let you guys go, I just want to ask you, because I always ask artists this.
Yeah.
Music business now versus a few years back. More opportunity or less? What do you think?
Oh, I definitely think there's more,
Cool.
especially with when it's within the hands of the artist now. It's definitely, you can own your own content, and you can kind of create the path that you want. And too, like Atlantic with us, they're really working with us as being partners. It's not... I think a lot of that thing with being a bad labels, being bad and all that stuff is kind of dissipating to some degree. It's really starting to kind of come back to okay, how can we all work on this stuff together? So there's maybe a new, almost socialist approach to it, where everybody's like, look, let's just do music and share this thing and try and keep it alive as long as we can. So we can all
Always
have
interesting
fun.
for us to get the band's perspective on things too, and bands are always painfully honest. So some people have a whole
yeah.
different take on it, but we love that because we do have a really big feel for the local music scene, and we like to sort of have people,
Yeah.
see
That's
the
really
success
cool that you
stories
guys
and
do
stuff.
that. I wish that there would have been more like that where I grew up, because it just, having any sort of information of any kind
Yeah.
would have just helped. It wouldn't have, because there was just no resources at all then. Nothing. I mean, you could read the books or whatever, but still, you get so analytical in those books, you think it's so black and white, but it's not. There's a
Knowledge
real...
is power.
Yeah, there's got to be some character, and you got to, there's personality involved that doesn't necessarily show up whenever it's just written.
So you guys come back and see us when you're really too big.
Yeah, of course.
Promise?
If we get to that level, then we have to.
Touring
Yeah,
for
come
fall.
on.
You're gonna be going out on the road.
Yeah,
and
we
stuff
got
and
into
doing some more
tour with
stuff?
the Academy is and
Oh,
We the
nice.
Kings and Hey Monday.
I believe there is going to be another date in the area, so we're going to keep people posted
Yeah.
on when that date will be. But congratulations.
Well, thank
That
you
is
so
great.
much. Thank you for having us.
Chad and Jim from Carolina Liar tonight. Make sure you join us at the St. in Asbury Park, another G-Rock. I saw them when concert doors
Yeah,
at
come join us.
7:30, $5, and the band is going to be fantastic.
We hope so.
Thank you. Thank